Angry Birds movie?
Angry Birds movie.
Looks so good.
I like the shining part. That's about it though.
There's a shining part?
Yeah, they make
It's like a
reference to
reference.
I don't think I've seen the trailer, actually.
I don't think I've seen anything related to it at all.
Made a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for people who are just like, let's make an app, and now they have like so much money.
Let's just
Yeah.
make an app.
Let's
Just
make a
go,
little
yeah.
game here, and
They're
now they're like,
one Sunday morning, they're like, let's just make an app.
We're back, part
One
2,
Sunday morning.
which is kind of good because
Oh.
we're talking. Oh no, I lost it.
What'd you lose?
No, I did.
Oh,
I
the
lost
bread and butter.
our picture of the bread and butter, but it'll be up
Bread
in a
and
second.
butter.
What we're talking about, it'll be in 2 parts of our live stream.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Nintendo getting a film and just video game films in general, with Warcraft being out next week. So,
Indeed.
Tyler, last time when you left Austin, you were saying that you weren't sure that it could transfer over
Yeah.
like the medium.
I don't think.
well, I didn't know you were.
Nintendo will-
He was talking about specifically Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo's
Sorry.
like their.
It's important.
Like just the way their games play, and like, I don't think it would. I think it'd be disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, I think the people who are going to see it are going to be Nintendo fans, and Nintendo fans aren't going to get like the same quality that they get from the games. So I think it's a bad move. I mean, I feel like they're kind of like grasping for straws right now, just like trying to figure out like 'cause I feel like they're trying to get something that'll work.
I honestly think for
They're trying
Nintendo,
all the
they're just
options.
like off on their own road in this foreign country, and they're the only ones there, and they're just like, we're loving it, we're having a great time, and they
Yeah.
don't care what anyone else is doing. They're just
True.
content.
Do you think, other than Nintendo, and we got Warcraft next week, Assassin's Creed in winter, is there any why don't you think any film has worked so far? Like video game movie has worked.
I think it's just
There's your bread and butter, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking
a
about.
lot of. I guess a lot of movies
Love it.
have been trying to
Black
make
Square.
them.
Do
That's my laptop.
this, Dylan. Manuel.
My eyes are pretty bad.
What?
You were saying, Tyler?
I feel like a lot of the films have tried to be too much like the games.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you want the game experience, play the game.
Yeah.
And you actually
100%.
get it. You actually get to play through the game.
100%.
And
yeah.
like a lot of people who are going to see the film have probably played the game, and they're just like, oh, like, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
I think
I
it's-
don't watch people play through
Part
the
2,
game.
we're talking video game retrospective. Sorry. Go ahead.
What?
It
Where are
wasn't
we
streaming
going
for
from
a
here?
second.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I
No, you're good now. You're good
Okay,
now.
I'm
Keep
good
going.
now?
Yeah, you're good now.
just keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. So yeah, I feel like for like when it comes to a game, you like they're trying to basically have the game in like a movie format,
Yeah.
and it's a game. Like you don't
Mhm.
I think
like you don't enjoy a game as much if you're just like watching someone play through it. You want to play through it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other thing with that, right, is like any movie that adapted from a book, people are always like hating on it, right?
Exactly.
And I think it's like you have to realize that it's like based, like there's some ideas from the book, but like if that book was transferred into a movie, it wouldn't be good because it's
Yeah,
just the
exactly.
pacing. It's like it's not how it works.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
So I think people have to first see it as a different thing, but also like they have to just take the concept of the video game and then put it
yeah,
in
I
the
think
movie.
like spin-offs of like
Yeah.
I don't think they do enough of a spin-off. Like with Assassin's Creed, it's like a new story and stuff, but it's still like a guy who gets kidnapped by Abstergo, and they're going to the Animus. Like it's still the same story that people have already experienced through the games. It's not going to be anything new,
Mhm.
Yeah.
really. So I feel like if they kind of did like I don't know how they could do a spin-off with it.
Yeah, no, I'll piggyback on that idea.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been talking to my friends about this, and actually going back to Dishonored,
Mhm.
we thought that they could make an amazing movie out of Dishonored, but not follow Corvo or the Empress or
Yeah.
like anything like that. Like
I
literally
think
just take
just-
it like a whole nother place in the world, basically. But like you have
In
the
that
outsider,
universe.
right?
Yeah, in that universe.
And
I
then
think that'd be really cool.
anyone could have different powers. Like you look
Yeah.
like Emily and Corvo, like they have
Yeah.
different powers. The Dowd, he has different
Mm-hmm.
powers. Like they could do that so well because they like it's such an open world.
just take that
universe.
world for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and they could just like make anything out of it,
I
and it
think-
doesn't have to be canon at all.
Yeah.
Like they don't even have to mention like
Yeah,
the town, whatever it's called,
Dunwall.
Dunwall. Thank you.
Yeah.
And like it could be a whole another thing,
Yeah.
and like they could do it so well because that universe, like it has
Yeah.
the like such a big fan base. Like
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
diehard for that. Like I love that so much, and I'd be like day one, I would go see the movies, like so hard.
I think that'd be good.
So hard.
Yeah, so hard.
Mm.
Jessica, what are your thoughts on video game films?
So far, they haven't been good.
Well, no, for sure. Yeah, for sure. My favorite. Does anyone have a favorite? Because like,
Favorite video game
I'd have to
movie?
just say like Mortal Kombat because I was like the only one that was like
It was
decent.
a pretty
but, like,
entertaining movie.
we've had Mario Bros. Is meh. Resident Evil's been meh. Like there's been,
Silent Hill.
The only one.
Oh,
Right?
Silent Hill.
Yeah, you guys
That
like
would be
that.
my
I've never
favorite.
seen it.
The only one that comes
That
to
one's
mind
good.
that I actually remember seeing would be Resident Evil.
Mhm.
So
Did you
Yeah,
like
I
it?
didn't hate it.
Okay, that's
So,
a good. That's
I
good.
watched it years back when my taste was probably a bit
I'd say like the
questionable,
original was my favorite.
but-
The
Yeah.
very first one.
My
I
taste
mean-
was questionable.
I enjoyed it when I watched it. It was like cool. These guys are killing zombies and stuff.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, I can't really like name too many off the top of my head, but I'll definitely agree with
Prince
you.
of Persia.
Prince of Persia. No. But anyways, I'll say Silent Hill. Definitely my favorite one. They just, I don't know. They just really like. They took like the same sounds from the game and like it just had like that Silent Hill atmosphere to it. And like for me, I absolutely love those games. Probably one of my favorite horror like video games of all time.
You know what? That's one that wasn't too
Tomb
bad. It's the
Raider,
first Tomb
actually.
Raider was not too bad.
Yeah,
The second one's not good.
Pixels, freaking Adam Sandler.
I wouldn't count that though. It's not like they have things from it, but nothing.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph was good.
But these
I wouldn't
these
call it
are
really
ones
It's the
that
same
are like
idea, though. It's not really based
Yeah.
on.
yeah, it's not based.
Wreck-It Ralph, fantastic movie.
I'm trying to find.
I can't really think of any,
I'm
really.
trying to get the full on list because I
Teenage
have.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I've seen like lots of good like indie shorts,
Yeah.
just like 20, 30-minute ones.
Wasn't under live action.
Yeah, I'll bring this one up again.
Street
I love to
Fighter?
bring up this game whenever I can. Alan Wake had like a... I've talked about this before, but they had like a YouTube
Prime.
series. I can't remember like how many episodes or how
Hitman.
long they
There's
were.
only like 8 episodes or something.
Yeah, but they were like half an hour or something, so it was like decent, and it was just... It wasn't... I don't think it was like any of the characters that were in the game.
No,
it was
it
just
was
setting
still-
up the world, was it?
No,
Wasn't
it was still Alan Wake. It
Was
was
it?
still, yeah, it was him
Far
and his
Cry.
girlfriend.
There was a
And
Far
it, like it introduced, and I'm pretty sure it leads right up to like the start of the game.
Okay,
In a way.
alright.
But
But yeah, that was like really, really
Yeah.
well done.
But yeah,
So I was gonna say like
mm,
they could totally do a movie of that. And
Yeah.
that'd be
Oh yeah, I don't know if a movie would
Yeah,
work
no.
as well. I think
gonna
when it
mention
comes to video games or like live action stuff, I think like shorts are the way to go, and like mini series sort of
Mhm.
things. I think that's the way to go. But
The Division.
that's just me.
We're just looking
There was a
down
9.
like of all like the ratings of the video games movies. Like it's just like
Goodness.
38, 34.
Look on
Tomb
like-
Raider.
Look on 9. Alone in the Dark.
yeah, Alone in the Dark.
that was a horrible game.
Like all the
Horrible
U
game.
Bowl movies he made, like Dead House or House of Dead. All these are awful. Yeah, I didn't even know legitimately there was a Far
No,
Cry movie.
there was.
I didn't
And
know there was
watched
a Far Cry
it, 'cause
movie
I
until
remember-
last night when I was doing some research on
Oh,
this for
okay,
Bread and
yeah.
Butter, and I'm like, "There's a Far Cry
No,
movie."
Because I remember I saw I played the very first game before the second one came out. Like this is really new, and I'm like, this game's amazing. And I saw there was a movie. Watched like the first 10
Oh,
minutes.
yes.
I'm like, this is so bad. Like this feels like a low budget movie. Like it is so
How does
horrible.
Prince of Persia have like the highest rating?
Because
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
it was
Angry
Angry
Birds
Birds.
It was a
Yeah,
big
43.
budget movie.
Just because it makes a lot of money doesn't mean
That's
it's good.
very true, but
Max Payne, I remember I didn't get all the way through, but that's really bad. It had Mark Wahlberg
Yeah.
in it, and it was not good. And then
Wahlberg.
the Hitman ones, I'll throw out the Hitman ones probably, other than Mortal Kombat, I want to have seen the most. The first Hitman's like decent. It's just like, it's just alright. I've not seen the second one yet, but anyone I talk to says it's bad.
The Doom movie.
Yes, I was gonna
Doom
say, has
is
anyone watched
bad.
it?
Doom's
It's
really bad.
With The Rock.
The Rock's the only
Maybe.
redeeming thing, and even then, it's like, I can only go so far.
And he
It's
goes
the highest
evil.
Need for
one.
Speed, I'm
There's
sure.
a final.
I'm sure
live
it's
Taylor,
action
love
of
that.
this.
Yeah. Well,
Was
me.
it Need for Speed, that was one with
Aaron Paul from Breaking
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I think we're gonna watch that on our Netflix and fail because it just came on Netflix this
Was
week
it-
for
was it
Canadian.
bad?
Well, it has a 1 star on Netflix, so
Wow.
actually lower than 1 star. So it's a perfect.
I thought it would be like I didn't.
Good?
I haven't seen it, but I didn't think it'd be awful.
Apparently it is. Apparently,
I really liked what's his face.
well, that
Aaron
Breaking
Paul?
Bad
Jesse.
hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
23%
Is that enough
on
to
Rotten
carry a terrible
Tomatoes,
movie, though?
39. So, Jessica, you've not said. What do you think is it going to take to get video game movies working? Because I think I've always said if they work right, they could be the next superhero franchise. Like you'll get one every year, big crossovers, blah
Well,
blah
I think
blah.
what Jessica was saying earlier, just like there's so many characters, at least in Nintendo's world, that don't actually talk, and I think that's the big problem. If you put Link and you have a voice that doesn't work,
And
that's a big
everyone
problem.
just hates that.
Mario,
Yeah.
obviously, he says like
It's
stupid
the
shit, but like
It's a million Mario.
if you listen to that for a whole movie, that'd be awful. One thing I was thinking of is I think
That's a good
a it would have to be done right. But I think a Metroid movie could actually work well.
Yeah, of all
because-
of them, I think that would work
Because
the best.
like obviously if it's Samus without her like big suit, and I think that could work fine. Just like as any actress could just have a voice for that. But then when she's in the suit, she doesn't talk, but she's not supposed to because she's just some mysterious robot. I think that could actually work. I
don't think you need a movie where Samus actually talks.
Yeah.
It could be good if it was just like something
I know,
like
but
the game.
what I'm saying is like if you want to, I think it would work if she just takes off her helmet or something. And she has like a talking scene or something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if they did like an alien-esque kind of like horror with
Yeah,
that.
for
That'd
sure.
be so awesome.
That could
That'd be
totally.
really-
I
I'd
think
be really
Metroid
hyped
has
on that,
potential
actually.
for
Oh my
like
goodness, I'm so excited about this thing.
Live
I take
action
it back
Star
with
Fox?
Nintendo going the wrong direction.
live action Star Fox. Oh man.
That has to be animated.
Yo,
I want that animated.
Especially if they
Mario
made
to be
that
animated.
Metroid movie like, especially if they made it like a soccer movie. Like I think. That would be
Well, I just and this is my worry that they'll do like Marvel do when they sell their characters. I want them to keep it with one company. That's why I always wanted to be Disney. Apparently, there's some hang with Universal. It's not going to happen. But I want to be with Disney, and then to lead like do a franchise, and then Smash is like your Avengers movie. You know, like that's your big crossover movie. And I've said that. And then you can do a Mario Party movie. You could do a thing.
But what do you
I
do?
want them all animated. I don't
Yeah, I
want
was
them live
just
action.
going to say that.
Especially after Wreck-It Ralph, which we brought up. Still different, but you need to be animated.
Yeah,
There's a
I
few
was-
I think
yeah.
Zelda could, like Link could, and
But you
Samus.
can't really do the crossover if you do some animated and some live
But
action.
you don't need a crossover.
You don't need to cross over all of them, and then at the end of the day, I think you could because I wouldn't give a shit. Like it is strange, but like
But
maybe
look how Warcraft is.
Link
Hey,
gets
man.
in on this weird
Space
world.
Jam?
No, but no. I meant like if Smash happens and let's say it's animated instead
Great
of
movie.
real Zelda or real Link coming in, he's also animated. I'm not saying like
Yeah,
CG
Toon Link.
Mario with
Toon Link in there.
yeah, with a real Link. I'm saying let's say they make a live action Link movie and then when he goes into Smash he is an animation. You know, that's what I'd say. Because the same way like they're doing with Spider-Man, there's a Spider-Man movie that comes out next year and then the year after they're doing an animated Spider-Man movie with Miles Morales, which has nothing to do with each other, but they're
It's its own thing.
yeah, it's its own thing, and that's why I could kind of see Zelda being like, it's its own thing, but we're gonna use the Link character in Smash because like we can get extra bucks. But I think they're gonna sell them to a bunch of different studios, and we won't see that at all because they
Yeah.
won't have the rights. That's what happened with Marvel; like, they get them back slowly.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I think they should go with one studio, and that's why I always wanted to be Disney because Disney is just they have like you look at Star Wars and Marvel and their movies alone, they usually know what they're doing. So, yeah. I was gonna ask, I guess, just in general too, because this is like tied in the topic. Are you guys excited for Warcraft at all?
I'm not personally. Of course, I'm going to see it for the fans, but I don't think the trailers make it look like that great of a movie. You know?
Rackle, do you know who Rackle is?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Rackle.
Corey.
That's why we're
Good
not streaming
boy.
on Twitch and Rackle.
Yeah.
It's because we're figuring out the YouTube stream, getting this down first, and then once this is high rolling, we'll move over to
How's it going, Corey?
multiple ones.
What is
Yo.
up with it? Corey's a fantastic Smash player.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't
takes our money like every week.
Takes our money every day.
we don't have
He's just
a
like
bunch of
some
money.
12-year-old kid in Kelowna who just destroys everyone.
You have a
Yeah.
birthday
Oh, hey,
this
I
month?
met him.
Like, maybe he's still
I
10
met
or
him.
11 or something. I
That's
don't know.
so, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to
No,
him. But
no,
yeah,
he was like 9, wasn't he?
Something like
We
that.
love you,
I don't
Corey.
know.
Kirkland, excited for World of Warcraft
I
in the
mean,
future video game movies potentially?
For Warcraft, I'm more excited to see how it goes.
Yeah.
As opposed to the
I would
movie
say
itself.
Like the success of it?
Yeah.
It's gonna go awful, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we
It's
already
not
discussed
tracking
this.
well,
we already
yeah.
discussed this. Remember, I'm faithful. I think it'll still make money.
It's-
Just because it
I
has,
think it'll make money.
Just because it has like so many people that
Yeah.
play World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
and they're
Like,
just like,
I
I'm
have-
going to go see that
Mm.
because I play World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
I have some
and
friends
I feel that.
who like I have a bunch of friends like Christian and whatnot. They were talking about it and they were like super stoked.
Yeah,
on it. Like
see,
they saw
I
the
know-
trailers and they thought it was gonna be the best thing
Yeah,
ever.
see, I know a lot of
And
people like
I
that.
feel like there's enough people who enjoy Blizzard
21%.
games
Oof.
and stuff and who don't like critically like look at movies much.
Yeah.
There's enough of those people that it's gonna do
oh
well.
yeah, no,
At
absolutely.
least like at the start, like it might drop
Yeah,
off really
see.
quickly, but like opening weekend, I think it'll do well. And I do want to say I am
Well,
excited to see
Rotten
it.
Tomatoes is claiming it's only 100 minutes.
Well, there's 40
I
minutes
think that's okay.
cut.
That's a long.
That
yeah.
came
That's
the
okay.
director
I'd
came
be
out.
fine with that.
So-
I don't think it should be a super long movie.
Yeah, I don't want a 2.5-hour movie,
Yeah.
especially if it's like, ugh.
International came out. It's doing okay. It's made about 30 million. I don't think it will because you guys talk about the fans, and I always bring this up, but this is the person because this is the person other than Taylor who is like the most mainstream person. It's my mother. My mother's not seeing Warcraft. I don't think any person that does not play the game is seeing Warcraft, and that's where the money comes from. And also, it's opening up against Conjuring 2, which is a fucking beast. That's gonna kill
Conjuring
them.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Why have I never heard of this?
not everyone's gonna be going to see Conjuring 2.
I've never.
But
It's
I
gonna
feel-
be adults that go see Conjuring.
But I feel like only adults are going to see World of Warcraft. You'll have some younger
I don't think
people,
so.
but
I think like our age.
I think like a
will be-
family could go.
I don't think it'll be like
To Conjuring
parents.
2?
No,
I just feel
I'm
like
down to see Conjuring.
I think it'll be
Yeah.
more like 18 to like 30ish, and then there'll be. I don't think there'll be
There's gonna be
younger
those random
than like.
45-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's gonna be
Yeah.
obviously the older crowd, but I don't think there's gonna be a lot of like parents bringing their kids to it, sort of thing.
to Warcraft?
Yeah, no, like that's not gonna.
No,
happen.
but that's what I mean, and those are what you
And there's not
need.
gonna be
They're
like
gonna be going
there's
to
not gonna be
Angry
like
Birds.
teenagers under 18. I feel like
Angry Birds,
it's gonna
Civil
be like
War,
more.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was out the week before. I just think it's gonna be a bomb. Like legitimately, like it's gonna bomb. It's gonna be a really black mark. You're not gonna get a Warcraft 2. Conjuring 2 is opening up. There's too much stuff. Now You See Me 2 opens up the same weekend as well.
Oh, well, I'm going to that then.
Well, yeah, and you're a Warcraft fan. I just think that you need the mainstream people, and I've heard nobody other than gamers talk about this, and that's not going to work. And I feel like if you look at the top 5, I don't know if it's going to make that. You know, it's a movie that has 160 million. What? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
wondering if your phone died. That hasn't moved in a long time.
Oh, maybe, Dylan, you want to get up and check that?
Sure. Low battery, 10%.
Oh, just close that.
We're still going.
We're still going. Hi, folks. I just think it's going to be a huge bomb. It's going to be like Alice in Wonderland bomb. I don't think people are going to go see this, and I don't like. You're not going, like, you know, you guys have friends, but the same thing, like, you're not going to see it, and Jessica wouldn't see it, like, and we're the target audience, and we're even, like, and me and Dylan, and, like, you'll see me because you're excited, but me and Dylan are not excited at all, and we're just seeing it for the fact of, like, okay, we gotta review it, we want to put it out there for the fans, and, like, it's a hot topic thing, but if I didn't do this podcast, I would not see this movie at all,
No.
and I feel like that's
Yeah, that's a,
a
good
big
point.
thing.
I wouldn't see it if I didn't do this podcast, but I'm excited to see it just to.
Just give an opinion on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like, I know, like going into it, I'm like almost certain, like I'm gonna be like so like just unimpressed with it, just like disappointed in everything it does. But I also feel like
Everything.
I feel like I'm just gonna like enjoy being disappointed with it. You
Yeah.
know, it's like. I'm just gonna be enjoying, like, just thinking, like, man, this movie sucks.
But I
Like,
feel
I'm
like-
gonna pick this
I
apart.
feel like for those movies, it's more fun when you're watching it at home with friends, when you can actually just like make fun of it the whole time. But at
That's
the theater,
true.
like I don't have it in
Yeah.
me to just like be like, oh, this is so shitty. Like,
I think I would rather see it like at home than at the theater, but
Yeah.
you know.
Looking
Gotta
at
get that
what's been
review.
out before and like right now and kind of on the same weekend, like X-Men is still in theaters. You have Angry Birds, and then like for the romantic stuff, like Me Before You comes out at the same time as well.
Turtles is out next week.
Turtles, yeah. Now You See Me. I can't see.
Conjuring too, which I think, like you guys say, it's radar, but it's like that movie is gonna kill. It's reviews so well,
When
and
you see me too coming in?
the same
Sure.
week as Warcraft.
Yeah.
Really, it's coming out.
Yeah.
Conjuring, Warcraft, and Now You See Me Too is coming out
Okay.
the same day. And I just, it's the same thing as Assassin's Creed. I don't know why they put it at this date, because Assassin's Creed, same thing. It's like, let's put this movie out a week after Star Wars. And I just feel like video games could be a huge franchise like superheroes, but they're just setting themselves up for failure. I feel like they have these properties, and they don't really know what to do with them. And I think this was the year, and if these two movies both bomb, it's gonna go back. Like, you're not gonna see these movies. And I don't think they are,
You can see the Division movie.
because
Jake Gyllenhaal.
but you won't see that. That's what I mean. Like, stuff like that, and that's the thing of, like, everyone
Yeah.
uses this example, and I'd
Love
use the same
that guy.
example for Warcraft. Iron Man is what kicked off the MCU. It reviewed tremendously. Everyone loved it as fans. Made lots of money. I don't think Warcraft might help like hit its fans, but it's not. It's already not reviewed tremendously. It's a fucking 20% Rotten Tomatoes, and and if it doesn't make money, I don't think it will. Then it's just a big bomb, and you need a movie that's going to kick it off. I don't think this is it, and I don't think Assassin's Creed is it either. After I heard that report, I know Taylor feels different. I know you feel different about the time, but right away when I heard 65% in our biggest or whatever team A, like I was like, nope. Like, I'll see it because we do this, but like I was right away, that lost my money. Like, if I didn't do this, I'm not buying to see like
Yeah.
okay, that's a lie. Boldface I'd buy because Michael Fassbender. I see every movie he does. But if it's not Fassbender, for just the plot, I'd be like, no, like, it just comes out with Star Wars, and it's just, I just feel like they're just bungling this whole thing. You know, they're not setting themselves up for success, and that sucks because I'd like to see video game movies, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's a really sad note to end on the podcast.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, does anyone want to say anything before we boogie on out of here?
Boogie boogie boogie.
Other than mocking me?
That's all I had to
I
say.
may or may not purchase Overwatch. We'll see.
I think you
I
should.
would strongly
We'll see
recommend
if I get peer pressure enough. 'Cause-
Sitting alone on Battleborn over here.
Did you actually buy it?
Star Wars Bounty
I
Hunter.
bought it before Overwatch even came out, yeah.
Oh, how is it? I feel like that's worthy of like a quick,
Yeah, well,
quick
yeah.
review.
I've mentioned multiple times that
Very
I have
quick,
it,
as my
but
phone could
But,
die
like-
any minute.
it's-
Very quick.
What does it have that people should buy it over Overwatch?
Well, I haven't played Overwatch, so I don't know. It has more. It has more characters. I know that.
Okay.
I know it. As far as Travis was saying about the colors and stuff, I know colors are a lot. It's a lot vibranter. It's more vivid. Things
Then
like
Overwatch?
that. Yeah.
That's pretty hard to say.
Yeah, I think Overwatch is very
Sometimes,
bright and
sometimes I have to
vibrant.
put my shades on just to play this game.
I wear my shades all
They're
the
very
time.
like. There's a lot of white.
It's pretty bright.
Yeah, but that's not. That's just white. That's not vivid colors like.
No,
I
it's
just
like-
said.
I mean, there's a lot
He's
more
joking.
than white. I'm just saying, there's like that's one
Anyway.
color.
Okay, well, I'm
Next
not gonna.
one.
I'm not gonna
Quick
sit here and
review.
talk about it if you guys are just gonna shoot down everything I say. So, why did you ask? If
Well, I'm
Well, no,
curious how it
that's-
stands out against Overwatch because.
well, I haven't played Overwatch and you haven't played Battleborn, so I can say things that I like about it, but for you to just shoot
Oh,
them
wait,
down.
what's the gameplay like?
It's what is it? A MOBA, basically. Similar style. You go online versus each other. You have all your different classes. So you have like your healer that runs around behind that can heal.
Okay.
You have your main attack, your secondary attack, and then 3 different specials. You can choose how you want to level. You never save your levels after a match. You like re-level every
Okay.
time.
I have one question. Sorry. Is it first person or third person?
First person.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, third person. I lied.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I lied. It's third person.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, and it's you can choose different loadouts and things like that. You earn there's different skins and different taunts. I believe you get all your additional characters just from purchasing the game. So you just get them delayed, like Battlewatch or Battlefront did. So like people that bought the season pass already have the newest character, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't, so I'll get it in a week.
Okay.
Cool.
So and you can play offline.
Ooh.
So you can do
With
like
bots, right?
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it has like that sort of like camping sort of
Yeah.
thing where you just like it's like horde mode ish. So.
yeah, and I don't know if there's like co-op for you guys, but I can play with Matt, which is why we bought it.
Couch
Like
go
on the same
Yeah.
console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they have.
I doubt it.
Yeah, they
Doesn't
probably
seem like
don't
a-
have it.
I
On
mean,
consoles,
it's
do you think,
for
or no?
me.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I like 2K
Yeah, no, definitely
and
understandable.
Gearbox. I mean, I love Blizzard too, but I have no quarrel between either.
I know they're not the same games at all, but I do like Unreal Tournament.
Oh, love that
Unreal
game.
Tournament.
It's
Classic.
like total throwback.
How-
Oh yeah,
so
but it's a
fun.
2K
Oh,
game,
that's
so
true.
throw that out there.
So yeah,
That's like-
from what I've heard, they're definitely different. I mean, they're similar, but different at the same time.
Cool.
I mean, I
Sweet.
bought one. I'm not going to buy the other.
Fair enough.
Which is where most people are.
Yeah,
Right on.
very true. Good review.
Yeah.
Good review episode.
Still alive. That's good.
We're
yeah,
still
we're
live.
closed out.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
wrap it up here, folks.
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes,
Google us.
YouTube, as you can see if you're watching. If you want to just
One of
even
the
listen
two
to us on
people.
YouTube. Yeah.
Shout out to the
Travis
two
looks.
people.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Rackle.
I was not. No, I'm not angry, but I just have nothing to add to the Battleborn Overwatch. I'm just kind of like, it's
frustrated.
like, yeah, just waiting. That's a good screenshot. But thank you for listening, watching. Next week will be E3. Next week will be E3. Gonna be lots of fun. Warcraft review as well. It will not be boring. I promise you that.
Ciao.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now. See ya.